In the headlines, federal government denies terminating Twitter use. Man kills wife over 1,000 naira in Adamawa. Plus 103-year-old man in China's Shandong receives job. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Ayubelia. Thank you for joining. For more news and latest updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The news in details. The federal government has denied claims suggesting that it has stopped Nigerians from using social media platform Twitter, adding that many Nigerians are still using it every day. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the federal government said this in a response to an originating motion filed by human rights lawyer Anibehe Effiong in a counter-affidavit to the Federal High Court in Lagos. The federal government had on June 4, 2021, suspended Twitter barely 2 days after the social media platform deleted a tweet by President Muhammadu Buhari. Nigeria confirmed 973 COVID-19 cases in 5 days as Chinese authorities rejected a planned relaunch of a probe into the origins of the deadly disease. Figures released by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control showed that the country recorded one of its highest number of cases in months. As of Friday morning, there were 170,306 confirmed coronavirus cases, 164,772 recoveries, and 2,130 deaths in Nigeria. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered the Department of State Services to produce the 12 aides of Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, who have been in their custody since the 2nd of July 2021. The aides who were arrested at his residence are expected to be in court on Thursday, 29th July, as their case is expected to proceed, regardless of the annual court vacation slated to begin on the 26th of July. The suspects had earlier sued the DSS before the Federal High Court, Abuja, on grounds that their fundamental human rights had been infringed. Now, private sector healthcare service providers in the FCT showcased the latest technology and treatments obtainable in their facilities. The service providers, under the aegis of the Guild of Medical Directors, FCT chapter, rolled out treatments accessible for medical conditions ranging from kidney to lung, heart, and brain diseases.
There's a need for us to sensitize the people. Tell them that these services are available here, and there's an urgent need for us to start the process of reversing medical tourism to Asia, Europe, and other countries of the world. And so that's essentially why we brought this. It's an event to showcase the expertise we have. We had people who talked about cardiac surgeries, who had people who talked about neurosurgeries, who have people who are talking about diagnostic centers, and all these things are available. So why do we have to travel out of the country to benefit from these services if we have them here? Of course, you are traveling out of the country and getting to Europe and also finding out that the doctor you are seeing there is a Nigerian.
Now, the Alara of Ilara Kingdom in Ekpe Division of Lagos State, Olufolari Ogusanwo, on Friday urged the federal government to grant constitutional sovereignty to traditional institutions. He told newsmen in Ekpe that this will lead to national prosperity. Ogusanwo also advised the government to reinstate the roles assigned to traditional rulers in the 1969 Constitution. You're watching Trust TV News Update, and coming up after the break, tragedy in Adamawa as man murders wife. For these and more, stay with us.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Thanks for staying with us. And here's another look at some of our top stories. Federal government denies halting Twitter use. Man in Adamawa kills 36-year-old wife over 1,000 naira dispute. Now moving on, a Muslim cleric, Imam Yahya al-Yulawi, has urged Muslims to be more concerned about the prospects of their acts of goodness being accepted by Allah than the acts themselves. Al-Yulawi, who is the Imam of Zone 10, Jamaat Mosque, Garki, Abuja, made the call during his sermon at the mosque on Friday. He advised Muslims to always be wary of not following up their good deeds with bad ones in order not to erode the inherent blessings. Now, on the other stories, barely 1 week after the police in Adamawa apprehended a man for beating his wife to death, a similar incident has reoccurred in the state. Hamawa Usman of Jada Ward, Ganye local government area, is currently in police custody for killing his 36-year-old wife, Rabiatu Usman, in a dispute involving 1,000 naira. Suleiman Ngoroje, police spokesman, confirmed the incident in a statement he issued on Thursday in Yola. Now on the foreign scene, Vice Director of the National Health Commission in China has refuted claims that the SARS-CoV-2 leaked from a Wuhan lab, saying the claim goes against science. Zheng Yixing was speaking at a press conference on the COVID-19 origin tracing work, which is held by China's State Council Information Office.
说实话，当我一开始看到这个所谓的溯源计划的时候，我是觉得十分吃惊的。因为什么呢？因为在这个计划里面，将中国违反实验室规程造成病毒泄露这个假设作为一个研究重点之一从这一点上，我就能感觉到这个计划里面所透露出的对常识的不尊重和对科学的傲慢这样一种态度。首先，关于武汉病毒所的一些谣言比如说3个职工染病，比如说武汉病毒所开展新冠病毒的功能增益实验，就是 gain of function 这个实验这些都是早就澄清过了是纯属是谣言。
Now, a 103-year-old man in China's Shandong province has received his first of 2 COVID-19 vaccine doses, making him his town's oldest resident to have received a COVID-19 jab. Shang Zigao received his first dose 2 weeks ago at his home in the town of Rangu as part of an initiative by a local health center to vaccinate thousands of residents aged 60 and above.
跟父亲一说他要打问问这县医生看能打不医生他那检查来家来给查了
我给你查了，你身体很好，心脏正常，也没有糖尿病，血糖也正常，血压不高，体温也正常，能打。
And in sports news, the opening ceremony of the Tokyo Olympics began on Friday in a nearly empty stadium after a year-long pandemic postponement and a build-up marred by scandal and controversy. The ceremony in the 68,000 capacity stadium is taking place before just a few hundred officials and dignitaries, including Japan's Emperor Naruhito, French President Emmanuel Macron, and U.S. First Lady Jill Biden. A report by the World Bank suggests that Nigeria's unemployment crisis in recent times is the worst in the nation's history. The report, which raised an alarm over the nation's rising unemployment situation, was published by the World Bank with support from the Korea World Bank Partnership Facility and the Rapid Social Response Trust Funds. According to the research paper, the nation's expanding working-age population, combined with scarce domestic employment opportunities, is creating high rates of unemployment, particularly for youth. And that wraps up Trust News Update. For more, kindly follow us on all our social media handles. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Ayubelia. Thank you for watching.